Hello, good to see you. You get fairy dust, I get fairy dust, Amelie gets fairy dust. And we are talking about Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. We are talking about Harry Potter and the psychological arts through the lens of Harry Potter and my childhood trauma. Okay, so there have been 2 videos ahead of this, and so one's the introduction and one is about my first comments about The Boy Who Lived. And I'm going to talk a little bit more about that. Hold on. Okay, so now you know the boy who lived is you. You are the boy who lived. You are that. That is you. The other important part to know about the boy who lived, again, that's you. And especially, I mean, it's anybody who is watching this, it's you. Like, you know, I don't have to specify. But I will talk about trauma, because trauma, again, that I read these books when I was working through mine. And you know, everything just clicked into place using the wisdom and magic from those books. And so, trauma. The Boy Who Lived, not only are we the boy who lived because we had trauma, but there is another important part to know about the boy who lived. So if we did live, we have to think about the scar that was left to Harry when he survived Voldemort. And so that scar, his lightning bolt scar, is a part of him. And as you know, that scar caused him a lot of pain, like a lot of pain throughout all of the books, starting with the first one. And so we have to acknowledge that we have the scar. So even as we heal, we still have the scars. We still have emotional scars. We still have spiritual scars. We still have devastating, you know, internal scars. And some of us have external scars. Some of us actually have scars on our body to remind us. If you have a scar, an actual scar from abuse, you might want to, and abuse isn't just being hit, it's abuse in that you were left unattended and something bad happened to your physical self. It is worth doing a piece of work around that scar and the symbolism of that scar. As you know, his lightning bolt scar, you know, held so much importance. It identified him as trauma, kind of identifies us. Again, without even telling anybody about it. Like it is part of our identity. It's part of our identity from the actual wound, and it's part of our identity as we heal. And that's the same for Harry and his lightning bolt scar, is that it caused him pain. You know, in the past, it's a sacred wound that was created when he was a baby. And then it, again, continued to wound him because of his attachment to darkness. So part of it was his attachment to the darkness, aka the trauma, the childhood trauma. And so you've read the books. I'm just gonna, if you haven't, you gotta go. Like, go read them first, and it will be one of the best choices you ever fucking make. But that scar bound him to Voldemort. And so just like our scars, the visible and invisible, bind us to the darkness within us. And the scar impacts our future. The scar impacts, you know, it would hurt him, you know, when it wasn't, like when he made started the quest of finding the Horcruxes, like his scar caused him a lot of pain, but that was a choice that he was making. And that he yeah, like so that's so with us, sorry. So with us, it is about finding that as we heal, we will experience pain. We will experience pain, but it's the pain that we want, because experiencing the pain of following our dreams, or healing, because remember, healing from a toxic family system is an act of betrayal and of rebellion, and and that will cause us new pain with our family. Who do we think we are? It will cause new pain outside and inside. And so that scar is actually a very powerful symbol that will continue to evolve for him in the books and for us, and what we make of that scar. Again, it might be worth doing some work about, like, maybe what does your scar look like? What is your scar shaped like? And I mean emotional or physical, or both, if you want to do both. It could be, just like writing a history of your scar, for me, it's all about the self exploration, and that is where the true healing comes. I mean, this is something that I have learned, is that from everything I want is on the other side of knowing myself, to the core, to the cells, to the micro me, like microorganisms and all the shit, and the neurons and all that shit inside me. Like, to know that I know myself. And part of that knowing is to acknowledge that I have a scar or scars, and that I will not stop my quest to heal them to the full extent of how they can be healed. Like, that's the shit. Like, that's it. Like, that's what we fucking want. So I hope that you found this helpful. We're the boy who lived. It's you, it's me. And it's pretty fantastic that we're alive, and that we're here on the planet still, and that we get to make the choice, if we so choose, to heal and to become our true self. Okay, I hope that was helpful. I love you. Bye. Bye.